If you've ever felt overwhelmed trying to manage leads, follow-up, and client communication across multiple platforms, then you're not alone. That's where GoHighLevel comes in. It's an all-in-one solution designed to help you simplify your workflow and let you focus on growing your business. In this video, I'm going to give you a complete step-by-step guide of how to set up your GoHighLevel account so you can get started fast and start using this powerful tool. I've helped hundreds of businesses from all over the world get set up and streamline their GoHighLevel account. So whether you're a beginner or just trying to improve your current setup, then this video has got you covered. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. The first thing that we do require is a GoHighLevel account. GoHighLevel gives you a 14-day free trial. However, those who don't have an account as of yet, you can get an extended 30-day free trial using the link in the description below. Alongside this, you'll get extra support, resources, and assistance from myself if you do require it. So to get started, click on Start an Extended Free Trial, put in your company name, full name, email, and phone number, and then click on Go to Step 2. On Step 2, we want to decide what pricing plan we are going to go with. GoHighLevel has three main pricing plans. It has a $97, $297, and then a $497 per month plan. I have created a video previously going through all of these in detail. However, just a quick overview of all of these three plans. The first plan, which is the $97 plan, allows you to create 3 sub-accounts. A sub-account is basically a business inside of your GoHighLevel account. The first business most likely will be for yourself, and then you can manage 2 other businesses. The next plan is the $297 plan, which most people will be using. This allows you to create an unlimited amount of GoHighLevel sub-accounts, and it allows you to white label the software. The final plan is the $497 plan. This allows you to create a SaaS. A SaaS stands for Software as a Service. What you can do is you can completely white label and rebrand the software and sell it as if it was your own. You can also have a markup on certain messages that go out, for example, on email and SMS messages. Again, refer back to my previous video going through all of these plans in much more detail. For most people, you can choose the $297 or the $497 plan per month. You can always upgrade and downgrade accordingly. As you do have an extended 30-day free trial, I would advise you to go for the higher plan, see if you like it, and then downgrade if needed. What you would do now is obviously put in your card number and then complete order. After you signed up for a GoHighLevel account, you would then need to verify your email, your phone number, and then set a password for your account. After you've done all of that, you'll be brought to a page that looks like this. This is the agency dashboard. This is where you're going to see an overview of all the accounts that you do manage. If you do click in the top left-hand corner where it says click here to switch, the first account or the first sub-account that I'm managing is GoHighLevel. If you do have maybe 5, 10, 15 other businesses that you are managing, then you will be able to see them inside of this. The next thing that you want to notice is that GoHighLevel does have an onboarding call. I wouldn't advise taking the onboarding call as of yet. What I would suggest is watch the rest of this video, get as much of your account set up, and then afterwards, if you do require any further support, you can click on this and then join the onboarding Zoom call with them. What you should also notice is in the top right hand corner, if you do ever need help, you can click on this and then click on join a Zoom call now. What will then happen is you'll be connected with GoHighLevel, and then you can have a Zoom call and then ask them any questions if you do require any further assistance. The first thing that we want to do now is we want to just white label the software. So what we want to be able to do is where it says app.gohighlevel.com, we can put our own domain here, and then also where this logo is, we can change this as well. What you will first do is go to settings in the bottom left-hand corner, click on where it says company, and then the first thing that you want to do is just add your logo inside of this. After adding your logo, as you can see, it has changed in the top left-hand corner and also in the favicon section. The next thing that you want to do is just make sure all your company information is correct, and then also your company address is also correct. If you don't have a company address as of yet, you can put your personal address, as this information won't be shown to anyone. The next thing that we want to do is we want to white label the domain. What you would do is scroll down to where it says white label domain. What you need to do now is buy a domain from somewhere if you don't already have one. You can use GoDaddy, Hostinger, or whichever other domain provider you want. The domain I have bought is from Hostinger. What you would then do is to add the white label domain is you would put the domain that you purchase. So the domain that I purchased is GoHighLevel.online, and then you can add anything in front of it. So for example, start or login. So for now, we're just going to be using app.gohighlevel.online. What you would then do is click on add domain, click on continue, and now this is the DNS record that we need to add to be able to white label this domain. What you would then do is go to a domain provider and find where it says DNS records or name servers or something along these lines, and then what you would do is add this DNS record. So the record is a CNAME, so as you can see, CNAME, the host is going to be app, and then the target is this required value. You can just copy and paste that and then click on add record. Once you've done that, go back to this and then just verify the records. This does take a bit of time, so be patient with this. Once it has been added, all you would do is just go to the bottom and then click on update company. After you have updated the company, what you can then do is go to your white label domain, select it, and then open it up in a new tab. As you can see, we have successfully white labeled our domain. What you would then do is just log in using this domain, and you can give this domain to all your customers as well. Now that we have our agency account set up where we've white labeled our domain and also added our logo, the next thing that we want to focus on is creating a sub account. A sub account is a business that we are going to be managing. The first business is going to be our own. So if you go to where it says sub accounts, there should already be one business that was created when you first started your GoHighLevel account. If you do want to create a new one, what you would do is in the top right hand corner, click on create sub account, and then you can choose from some pre-made snapshots, or if you have a snapshot of your own, you can choose that. For those who signed up using my affiliate link, I have created a snapshot already for you that you can just plug and play and get started with as soon as possible. A snapshot is basically everything that's already inside of an account. It has your opportunities, websites, pipelines, email templates, everything inside of a sub account already configured. If you don't have one, what you can do for now is just click on select and continue. You would then put in the business address. You can put this in manually if you don't have it. And then you can just fill this in to create a brand new sub account. Once you create the sub account, you can just click on go back to where it says sub accounts. And as you can see, we have this sub account that we just created. If you want to go into this account, what you would do is where it says click here to switch, you'll click on that. Then you have all the sub accounts or businesses that you are managing. What we would do is we're going to go into this Ali GHL and make all the changes inside of this account. Once you click on this, you will be then brought into this sub account. So this is the business that we are going to be managing. The first thing that you want to do is click on where it says settings in the bottom left hand corner and then fill in all of this business information. So you would fill in the general information, business physical address, business information, and then the authorized representative. Once you do that, just have a quick flick through these general settings. What I generally do is have a verified email address when first email is sent to a new contact, and then validate phone numbers when a first SMS is sent to a new contact. What you can also do is mark emails as invalid due to hard bounce. Scroll down, and then you can activate missed call text back. Missed call text back is once we purchase a number inside of GoHighLevel, if someone miscalls that number, we can automatically send a text back to them notifying that we received their missed call and if they require any further assistance. Once you have done that, just click on saved missed call settings and update information accordingly. The next thing that we want to do is if we have any staff members, what you would do is click on my staff, and then in the top right hand corner where it says add employee, you can just add their details here. The next thing that we want to do is we want to click on the left where it says email services. What we want to do is we want to add a dedicated domain. If you click on create dedicated domain, what we want to do is we want to send messages from online. This was the domain that I bought. So I want to send it, for example, from mail.alighl.online. So this was the domain that I purchased earlier, and I want all emails to be sent from this. Once we connect this email domain, what we can then do is send from any alias. So for example, it could be support@mail@alighl.online, admin, info, or whatever you want it to be. So all we need to do is connect this, and then we can go ahead and start sending emails from this. What you would then do is click on add and verify, then click on continue. And now we have a whole list of DNS records that we need to add. One by one, what you would do is you would add these records inside of your domain. So if we were to add these quickly, the first record is a TXT record. So what we would do is go back to our domain and go to the DNS settings. The type is going to be a TXT. The host, if you just click on that, it copies everything, and then you just put it inside of there. And then if you click on required value, you would then add that to this TXT value. You'll go to add, and you will do the same for every single one of these one by one. Once you add all of them, all you do is click on verify records. Now this does take a bit of time, so don't worry if it doesn't show up correct at the first time. As you can see, all of these have been verified. The last record that you do want to add is this DMARC record. So let's just quickly add that as well. So the TXT is a TXT record. So we'll go back to our DNS settings, go to TXT. The host name is DMARC. So we'll click on that, go to name, and then the value that we want to add is this TXT value. We'll go to add record, go back to this, and then verify domain. As you can see, our dedicated domain has been successfully added. If we want to add a dedicated header, you would do this here. So what you would do is you'll click on these three dots, click on set headers. And then basically what this does is every single email that we are going to be sending out is going to come from this from name. And then the from email might be admin at alighl.online. Oh, sorry, it will be mail.alighl.online, because this was the domain that we added. What you can then do is click on save. If you don't want every email to be coming from the same thing, so for example, if you want the name or the email to be different, you can obviously just remove it accordingly. The next thing that we want to do is we want to add the domain. So what we would do is on the left, if you scroll down and click on where it says domains, then what we can do if we just connect a domain in the top right hand corner, and the domain that we want to connect is the domain that we purchased. So it would be alighl.online. You click on continue. I also want the www version of this, so click on continue. And then what you would do again is you would just add these TXT records. As you can see, there's a conflict. So inside of your DNS records, you can just go ahead and delete this record. So let's go ahead and add these. The first record is an A record. So you would go here, you would click on A, and the host is at, and then the required value is that. So again, you will point to that. Add record. If there are any conflicts, just click on continue. And then the next record is a CNAME. So again, we'll come back to this, click on CNAME, add the name, and then put the required value. So again, click on that, add that. If there are any DNS records that are conflicting, then you can just go ahead and delete them, as we will be using GoHighLevel to host our domain or host our website. So I deleted the record and then I've successfully added it. You would come back to this. You would have to delete this record as well. So let's go back into this. We'll select the type. If we scroll down a bit, this is the one that we want to delete. Let's go ahead and delete that. You can just go back, go forward again, and then hopefully we shouldn't be seeing that error anymore. Again, what you would do again, if there are any errors, you can just delete them accordingly. So again, we want to delete some of these A record conflicts. So again, we'll come back to this, select the type, and as you can see, this record is conflicting with this one because the content that we have, or the value that we have, is this 162 dot. As you can see, 162.159. So again, we can just go ahead and delete this one, come back to this, go to back, go forward. Now that you can see there's no conflicts, click on verify records. As you can see, it's been successfully linked. Currently we don't have any websites or any funnels, so we'll just click on proceed to finish. And now we can build a website on this domain. The final thing that we want to do is we want to look at phone numbers. Phone numbers is a bit trickier, and I will be making a full video on this. If you feel comfortable doing this, what you can do for now is just click on phone settings. It will take you back to your agency account. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that this is clicked on and this says LC phone system. What you would then do is go back into your account, the one that you're managing. We'll click on settings. We'll scroll down to where it says phone numbers. And if you move this in the top right hand corner, we can go ahead and purchase a mobile number. So all you would do is click on add mobile number. You can go to filters if you require it, and then you can search for a number. All you would then do is click on this, go to proceed to buy it, and then you can use this mobile number to call people with. If you do want to send SMS messages, you have to be A2P approved. Again, I will be making a much more detailed video on this and how to do this successfully. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on that video. The next thing that we want to do is if we go back into our dashboard, we do want to make sure that we are connecting any of these. So we can connect our Google My Business, Facebook, WhatsApp, Stripe, and then at the bottom, we can add more team members. Another place where we can integrate some of these is if we go to settings in the bottom left-hand corner, click on where it says integrations. And then we do want to link up as many of these as we can. Again, we can link our Google account, Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, our Stripe account, and Slack if we do have it. Once we have it connected, all of those, then that is basically the settings that we want within our sub account. What we will then do is just go back. And then the next thing that we want to look at is the dashboard. The dashboard will have an overview of our account. I have created a video going through each one of these tabs in more details, and this video is more setting up rather than explaining what GoHighLevel is. So make sure you do watch that video. I have put the link in the description, so make sure to watch that if you do require further information or detailed information on each one of these tabs. The next three things that we want to do are going to be what most businesses require. They require a website, some automations, and a calendar system. I have created a snapshot that has all of this already pre-built and ready to go. Those who have signed up using the affiliate link, you can message me and I will send this to you. And for those who want this, again, you can message me and we can figure out some sort of way that I can get this to you. What you would do is copy and paste the URL of the snapshot, click on import now, and now we have this agency snapshot that I've created inside of our account. What we want to do now is load this into the specific sub account that we're working on. What you would do is go to where it says sub accounts, click on the one that we're working on. So we're working on this Ali GHL account. Then if you move this down in the top right hand corner, if you click on load snapshot, and then what we would do is the one that we just imported, which is this agency snapshot version 1. We'll click on that and then proceed. As you can see, there's a lot that's already been created. So we already have calendars inside of this. We have some custom fields. We have custom values. We have a dashboard, some forms. We have a few different websites that I've already created. We've created 2 different pipelines. So we've got a SaaS onboarding pipeline and then a sales pipeline. We have some tags and then we have quite a few different workflows. What you would then do is click on proceed and then click on proceed again. What you would then do is in the top right hand corner where this notification bell is, as you can see, this snapshot has been imported. What we would then do is just switch to sub account. So now this account has the snapshot that I created installed into it. Now that we have the snapshot installed, the main things that we want to do is edit and update our website, link it to our domain that we purchased earlier, get our calendar set up and make sure that's any advanced version of these, for example, advanced websites or automations. You can contact me using the information in the description below. However, for those who have been following along, let's quickly go look at what has been done so far. So what we will do first of all is go into our opportunities. The first thing that you always do want to build out are your pipeline stages, so you know where everything is going or what happens once a lead comes in. The pipeline that was included in the snapshot is the sales pipeline. What it includes is a new lead. We are going to get a new lead once someone fills in a form on our website. We got missed call, lead engaged, appointment booked, appointment attended, appointment no-show, sold, and then lost. You can edit these pipeline stages by clicking on pipelines at the top. Then if you click on this pencil button on the right, then you can edit them accordingly. And then if you do want to move something up or down, you can do by clicking on these buttons. What the next thing that we want to do is make sure our calendar is done correctly. So what we will do is click on calendars, then click on calendar settings. Once that loads, click on where it says action drop down. And then you can go and edit this consultation call calendar that I've already created. If you want to create a calendar from scratch, click on create calendar in the top right hand corner. You have personal booking, round robin, class booking, and collective booking. You can read each one of these and find out which is the one that best suits you. Most people will be using this personal booking calendar. If we just click out of this and we click on action drop down and we go to edit, the first thing that we want to do is obviously add our calendar logo. Make sure you are using the correct dimensions so it comes out correctly. The next thing that we want to do is give our calendar name. So I'm just calling this consultation call, and then you can write a short description about it, and then you can add a custom URL afterwards. So what I would put is, for example, Ali GHL-online. Meeting invite is going to be whatever your business name is. So this will be contact company name with contact name. What you can just leave this as is contact name. So whatever the name of the lead is, that is going to show up as the meeting title. What you can then do is add a meeting location if required. So it might be a phone call, a full address, or it might be a custom. Then what you would do is click on save and go to availability. You would then edit the timings that you are available. So if we go back to this, the interval timing or the meeting interval is 30 minutes. Meeting duration is 30 minutes. Minimum scheduling notice is 1 day. Data range is how far in the future do you want them to be able to book. So 7 days is a decent amount. And then the maximum amount of bookings per day, you can have as many as you like. And then maximum bookings per slot, we've got 1. And then if you have a pre-buffer time or post-buffer time, if you do want to know what each one of these means in more detail, you can scroll over the eye icon next to this. Next thing that you want to do is you can leave all the forms and payment blank for now. Likewise for notifications, likewise for connections and customization. I will be going through the calendar system in much more detail in another video. However, these are the settings that you require for now. Then what you would do is click on save. Now that we have our calendar set up, the next thing that we want to do is get our website connected. So what you would do is click on go back, and then you will go to this agency funnel. Again, I have created this funnel for you already inside of the snapshot. What you would then do is click on where it says settings. And what we want to do is select the domain. So this was the domain that we connected earlier. So we can just write alighl.online. The rest of this you can leave blank, and then you can click on save. If you do want to include a chat widget on this, what you would do is first you would need to create the chat widget, which you can do in this top right hand corner. So you click on chat widget, and then you can create the chat widget accordingly. It could be a SMS and email chat. It could be a live chat, or it could be WhatsApp if you have connected your WhatsApp. What we're going to do for now is we're going to have a SMS and email chat. So you can click on that. And then as you can see, this is how it is going to look on our website. You can edit the style accordingly and also widget customization. And then you got the chat window of how you want it to look inside of there. So what you can do is you can change the chat window title, intro message, and then you can change some of this information. And then likewise for the messaging, you can change this as well. So just edit accordingly, however you see fit. What you would then do is click on save. After you clicked on save, if we just click on go back, now we have a chat widget created. If we go back into our funnels and we go into agency funnel and we click on setting, now we can add our chat widget accordingly. So where it says chat widget, click on that and it will say chat widget 1. Then what you want to do is click on save. Then we'll click on go back, and let's go into click on go back. And now what we want to do is we want to edit the funnel that's inside of the snapshot. So what you would do is click on edit in a new tab. And as you can see, this is a pre-built website that you can use straight away. All you would need to do is just change a bit of the information to suit your business. So the first thing that we would want to do is change the logo. So what you would do is click on this orange box over here on the right where it said image options. Click on this on the right. Then what we would do is click on upload and then upload the image accordingly. What you would then do is just select the image that we uploaded, and then this seems a bit too big. So what we want to do is just make this a bit smaller. So as you can see inside of the height, we can change this possibly to about 200. You can get rid of the width. That still seems a bit too big. You can have it maybe 150. Okay, perfect. That looks good. What we would then do is we want to change the rest of the website and the wording according to the colors of our logo. So the first thing that you can do is, again, inside of this orange box is click on that, and if you go to advanced on the right, as you can see the border color. So what we can do is change the border color to a different type of blue. So that looks much better, and then you can leave the inside color or the text color as black if required. What you would then do is if you scroll down here, as you can see, some of the wording is in bold and some of it is normal. If we want to change the color of the bold text, again, we want to highlight this and scroll over into the orange box. Then it's going to bring up some general information. What you can do is just scroll down and have a read through this and see what is required to change. What we will need to change are the color options. So as you can see, the bold text color is the one that we want to change, and we want to change it to this blue color. So now it's looking much better according to our logo colors. The next thing that we can do is we can leave this form as it is, and we want to change the background of this. What you would do again is select this. As you can see, it says background color, and again, we can change this to some sort of blue, which is more in line with the rest of our website. You would do the same for the rest of the page. So again, we can change this to blue. Again, we'll change the outside of that to blue. So again, you click on the orange box, click on advanced, click on border color, and then click on that. Likewise, for the back of this, we want to change it to blue. And then again, we want to change this headline to blue. Same for the background of this, change it to blue. And then if we carry on scrolling down, again, we can change this to blue. And then what we want to do is just add our business hours, then add a mobile number if we have one. So if you want to do that, what you do is click on that. And then where the text is, you can also add your mobile number accordingly. So +1 if you're in America. So that, for example, if you want this to be clickable, what you would do is you'll highlight all of it. And then what you would do is you see this link, you'll click on that, you'd write tell, and then you'll put the number in accordingly. And now what would happen is if you scroll over this and you click on this, this will then pull from the lead's phone number. Likewise for email, if you just put in a random email, so for example, it was admin@mail.alighl.online. Again, what you can do is copy and paste this, click on this link, and then if you want this to be clickable, you will click on a mail to, and then it'll be admin@mail, and then what it will be is admin@mail.alighl.online. You'll click on save, and then as you can see, if we scroll over this, now we can send an email to this. And then if we do have an Instagram or anything else, you can change that. If we don't have an Instagram and we you've got a Facebook page, for example, you can change this logo. So what you would do is click on this orange box, scroll down to where it says icon. You'll click off that and then look for example, Facebook, and then you can just select one. Then what you would do is obviously just change the wording for that for Facebook. You can add your Facebook account accordingly, and then obviously you would link it. The final thing that we want to do is obviously change this logo. So again, we'll click on this, click on image, add our logo, and then what we want to do is just make it much more smaller. So we can have it at maybe 100. And then as you can see, the website is completely done. What you would then do is click on save. Once you have saved it, you do want to edit the SEO metadata. So what the type of this page is for example, AliGHL online. And then you can write a small description underneath here. And then what you would then do is if you just scroll down and add a social image, again, what it would be is this. When we send this link to someone, this is how it would then look. And then what we would then do is just update the SEO metadata, click on publish, make sure we save it again just in case. And then if we click on this eye icon, then it will show us how this page is going to look. So as you can see, we've changed our logo, some of the wording, and we have our chat widget in the bottom right hand corner. What would then happen is if someone wants to schedule a call, what they can do is click on call today, and then it would then open up a mobile, or what they can do is click on book now, and then it will take them to this form. So once someone fills in this first page, it would then take them to a confirmation page. Again, what we do want to do is just edit the confirmation page so we can edit in a new tab. And again, what we want to do is we want to change the logo. So we'll click on the logo, click on that, and then it will change here. And then obviously just change the size of it. Then book your free consultation, grab a day and a time that works for you. And again, this is the calendar or the consultation calendar inside of the snapshot that's included. What someone would then do is they'll obviously fill this in and then book a time with you. So that is basically the website in a nutshell. If you do want something more advanced, for example, my website, so a lot of this has quite a bit of custom coding on it. So if you go to alighl.online, you can look at the quality difference of, so this is a bit more of an advanced website because it has quite a bit of custom code and custom CSS. If you do want a website like this, you can reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to help you with that. If we go back into this now, final thing that we want to do is just edit our automation. So if we go into automations, click on agency workflows. Now we have a few different workflows that are going to be included. We have an online form completed, appointment confirmation and reminder, and then a no-show sales call. So the way this works is if we go into this, the trigger is going to be someone filling in the form. The form is the one that's going to be on our website. So when someone fills this form in, what would then happen is it would then be tagged. The tagged is form submission. Then what would happen is automatically they'll be added into our sales pipeline. So this was the pipeline that I showed you earlier. And in the pipeline stage, it's going to go into the stage, which is new lead, which is form submitted. What would then happen is the lead would then get a SMS message. Hi there, you can add your business information here. Thank you for requesting a free consultation. If you have not already done so, you can pick a time, you can pick a day and time that works for you by clicking the link below. And then what you need to do is then add a calendar link inside of this. The way this can be done is if we go back into our account and we go into calendars, we go into calendar settings and then clicking on these three dots on the right, as you can see, it says share. And then what you would do is just copy the permanent link, go back into this, and then all you would do is just add your calendar link inside of this. Everyone's calendar link is different, so make sure you do follow those steps I've just mentioned. What you would then do is click on save action. Then they will receive an email. The email subject is thank you for your submission. Again, you can change the wording of this accordingly. Then you again add a calendar link. So this could be, for example, book here. And then as you can see, it's already been linked. So that's a URL that if someone clicks on this, it's going to then send them to that calendar page. Then what you do is click on save. Then it's going to wait 2 minutes and then it's going to send you an internal email notification saying that there's a new form submission. This is the person's details because that's what we're asking for, which is name, email, and phone. As you can see, it's name, email, and phone. That's the information you would get. And then you can click on save action, automation done. Again, we can make this much more advanced, but for the beginner, this is probably the best way to understand it. Then what we will do is go to back to workflows, and then we're going to look at the appointment confirmation and reminders. The way this workflow is going to trigger is we have a new appointment. The event type is going to be normal. The appointment status is confirmed. And then the calendar that we want to be using is the consultation calendar. So basically, once someone books an appointment into this, what is then going to do is then going to add them into the sales pipeline, into the pipeline stage, which is appointment booked. What would then happen is they'll receive a confirmation email. As you can see, this is the information of the confirmation email. And then what they will get is a 24-hour reminder before their appointment, then a 1 hour before the appointment. So they'll get an email and a SMS, and then it will wait until 10 minutes before and then send a 10-minute reminder email and SMS. You can delete some of these accordingly if you don't want as many reminders. You'll click on save. We'll go back to the workflows, and the final one is a no-show. So basically the lead has submitted the information, they booked a call, but for whatever reason they didn't show up. What you would then do is the appointment status would then get updated. What can trigger this is a pipeline stage change. So what we are going to do is add a new trigger to this. So what we are going to say is in the pipeline, which is a sales pipeline, and in the filters, and the pipeline stage is appointment no-show. Basically what would happen is when someone books an appointment, if you manually move them into the pipeline stage, so if you manually move them into this pipeline stage, so we have a lead inside of there. If you manually move the lead into this appointment no-show, what that is going to do is then that is going to trigger the rest of this workflow. What that then is going to do is send them a reschedule follow-up link, and then you can add the calendar link inside of this. It's going to send them a SMS, and then it's going to update the opportunity, and then wait 1 day, and then send them another SMS message. Those are the main workflows that you are going to be requiring as of now. These are the basic workflows that you are going to require. If you do require much more advanced ones, you can contact me using any of the links in the description below. That is generally an overview of getting your account set up. If you do require other websites or other funnels, you can click on sites, click on websites, click on new website. And as you can see from this section where you click on from templates, GoHighLevel already has hundreds, if not thousands, of pre-built websites. Likewise, for the automations, you can click on automations and go into this agency folder, click on create workflow. You can select a recipe. And as you can see, GoHighLevel already has quite a few different automations already built out for you. That is the end of the video. Hopefully you have benefited from what has been mentioned so far. If you do require your websites and or automations to become much more advanced, you can reach out to me using any of the links in the description below. If you have benefited from the video, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe so I can carry on making these videos. Hopefully I'll see everyone safe and sound for the next one. Take care.